Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick video on the upgrades I'm going to be doing to this JS32 Randy Rhoads Jackson. I got this Jackson back in November, and I'd actually been looking for one of these for a couple of years, and every time I tried to get one, it was always gone. And I finally was able to get my hands on one, but it had terrible sounding pickups in it. Probably the worst sounding pickups I've ever had. And I initially had to do a setup on it, and then played it and just really wasn't feeling the way it sounded. And it had a Jackson branded Floyd Rose in it. And this is a 2010 with the blood red bevels. So it's really a cool guitar to be doing an upgrade on. So I went ahead and got some Seymour Duncan Invaders that I'll be putting in for the pickups. I got some Dunlop strap locks, and I got a Goto GE 1996 bridge. So I'm going to be putting those in today, and we'll get started right now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is changing out these strap locks or strap buttons, and then we'll go ahead and put the Dunlop strap locks on. So we'll get those out. All right. So the first thing we got to do is we're going to take these original strap buttons off. So now we gotta take and we have to drill out the hole here and the hole here to accept the new strap button. Okay, according to the instructions, I need to drill a 7/8 hole or a 7/8 deep with a 7/64 drill bit. So we're going to go 7/8 deep. That needs to be okay. So I'm putting some tape on my drill bit so that we know how far to go with this drill. It's never any fun drilling into your guitar. Now, I recommend if you ever do this, always go really slow. Never rush this process right here. This is, you get one chance at doing this right. So, okay. Now, we'll take the strap buttons, we'll put the screw in, and put the felt, get the little felt piece goes on it. Now it also recommends that we put a little soap or wax or something on it, so let me go get some of that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and install the strap locks now. Strap buttons, I should say. All right, first one's on. The second one on. All right, strap buttons are on. Now, let me go get a strap. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the strap button, put it through like that. put this washer on there. And then we got this retaining clip that we got to get on. All right. Yeah, you got to make sure it really gets all the way through before you put this washer on. And then we got this little clip that goes on here to secure those all the way. But basically, what you got now is this little button on this side and these little pieces here, which will allow you to secure the guitar. With just the push of a button, your straps are on. When you're done, you can take those right off and put them away. All right. So let me clean this guitar up and then we'll check it out. Okay, so I got everything all cleaned up. And now we can just go ahead and install the strap. Perfect. I think I'm gonna have to turn that one around. Okay, so I went ahead and turned the button around so now you can read the logo. So now it snaps on and off correctly. And we are good to go with that. Okay, the next thing to do is we're gonna go ahead and install the new pickups. I already have everything else taken out of it, so all we have to do is install it. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of soldering and then we'll be good to go with this part of the project. So get that out of the way, which you can see everything's out. So it's gonna be pretty simple getting this part done. I'm going to have to remove, I'll go ahead and turn this down so you can see. I gotta remove the cover here. I had already cut the wires too, so when I pulled the other pickups, I just cut them. So it'll be pretty simple to put the new one on. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do these pickups. And what I want to do first, I just got done looking at the wiring diagram to see exactly how I got to wire this. I also took the pots out and made sure they were the right ohms, just to get the right resistance, make sure everything's the right resistance, everything's the way it's supposed to be. So I need to take the white and red wire here, and these are unused, so I'm going to just put some tape on them and be done with them. That'll be the easiest way to deal with that. Okay, so those, gotta be careful, this is hot solder iron. So what I want to do, before I do anything else, I'm going to tin this green and this shield wire. Okay. Now I want to also remove, where's my glasses? Can't see crap when this is close. Okay, let's remove this one. Okay, let's get that out of the way. That was from the old pickups. You know what we should do before we do anything else? I'm gonna take my meter here. check the resistance. Make sure I got continuity where I think it is. So that's the bridge position. Okay. So then the neck should be here. Okay. Right into the cavity. Okay. Perfect. Now let's stick this one. Let's do the same thing with the neck one. Okay. So that is where those are going to go. Put that back on. I have that off. All right, now this thing's gonna give me some trouble. If you've ever changed pickups, you know that sometimes you can have a hard time with these springs. Okay. Goodness gracious. This is giving me a hard time, huh? Okay. So check this out. This is the, I don't know how well you can see this. The spring difference in the length. I'm holding the bottom side and my fingers are the same height. Look at that. So this really long one is the Duncan one. That's why it's so much harder for me to get these on. Okay, so what I did was I shortened this wire because there was just too much wire in there. So that's all I did when I took a break. And I took the red and white wire, folded them back and taped it under because they're not going to be used. And this green wire, I got to try and strip it. I don't know how I'm going to strip that little thing. I'm going to have to go get some millers. Okay, we're almost there. Tin this. Tin this. The reason why we tin is it hardens the wire so it doesn't fray. You're dealing with braided wires. And when it's tinned, you can bend the wire, make hooks or whatever you need, crimp it in on whatever connector you got, and then all you got to do then is you can hold it because you make a J hook. Like this wire is already strong because I tinned it. So I can take my needle nose now, make a little J hook with it, and because it's soldered, it'll stay that way, and then I can just hook the switch and it'll be just perfect. And then the other side is just rigid, so it'll go right where I need it to go for the ground. So let's go ahead and wire in this one. So that one's good. let's take this one. We're gonna solder this. This is our last ground. We're gonna solder here. Then we only have one more thing to solder, and that will be the ground to the claw. Okay, pickups are soldered in, so those are good to go. All right, so what we got now is everything's wired in. Pickups are mounted. And the strap locks are on. All we got left is to put the bridge on, and we are going to be good to go. So first I got to get the post in, but let me clean up my solder mess and I will be back.